And patience is nothing worth holding on to. Bite my tongue, why should I, when you never did that for me? When were you schooled in technicalities, and I didn't know I made friends with fucking rock critics. How about that for an intro? Headbangers and hooligans rolling on a Friday. That, my friends, was Patience. Lead track off of my pick for the number 4 album of all time, Osker, Idol Will Kill. Osker back to back. Treatment 5, number 5, Idol Will Kill, number 4. And that track, Patience, already different than the previous album because it's an acoustic guitar. And then once Devin kicks in with that unique voice, I was hooked immediately. And then later on in this song, they have a piano. Think about that. Wow. Is that the same band that recorded Treatment 5? It is. 2 completely different albums, and they're both fucking amazing. At least I think so. Obviously. The lineup. And if you remember from my review last week, what was the main problem that Osker had as far as staying together? Couldn't find a drummer. They get a drummer and he'd quit, and like I said before, their last few live shows, the drummer that they would get would quit. There's a couple of shows the drummer they had quit, and then somebody from the audience would fill in to fill out the rest of the show. It's just fucking ridiculous. That sucks. That was the main reason that they split up. So for this album, Devin Williams, guitar, vocals, Dave Martinez bass, and whoever the fuck they could find to play drums. And it does not take away from this album. Holy shit. So from the acoustic guitar-inspired Patience, we get to the second track, Strangled. And I, personally, this is my opinion, Strangled is the best song that they recorded. It's such an amazing song. And it kicks off with just the bass and Devin singing, I feel strangled, I feel torn into insufficient amounts of two. And then the guitar kicks in. Is this a sign of what I'm made of, or how I allow myself to be treated? Grab the wrist, pull away. I don't want to die today, and so I won't. I can't believe this is me when you're drowning me with my own hate, so I won't. So I. He doesn't say I won't. And then in the second verse, he sings, do you feel they're laughing at you through the TV? I know I do. Do you wonder how they get away with that shit they say? Oh. And on Treatment 5, they were teenagers. And if you remember me saying, wow, guys this young writing songs like this that you would normally get from teenagers. And that songwriting ability, you could tell they matured more to the second album. Hey, Treatment 5 was an amazing fucking album. But Idol Will Kill is even better. And that's just, for me, I just think that's, to follow up that album with this and be better, not an easy thing to do. God, I would have loved to heard a third album just to see what direction they would have went. But yeah, Strangled, just an awesome fucking song. I know that's pretty lame. Speaking of teenagers, hey, what'd you think of the Osker album? Oh, it's fucking awesome. Dude, it fucking rocks. You'd think I'd be able to describe shit better at this point. But sometimes I can't. It's this juvenile brain I'm stuck with. Then, we get to the third song. Animal. Wow. Here's how the lyrics start off. Tension's up, like fists in a fight. You should have called me. It would have meant something. This is my mind on your recorder. This is my soul now that you're hearing. I used to have my own songs. And that self-reflection, he does that a lot through this entire album. It's, wow. I listen to him like, why couldn't I write fucking songs like that for Bad Field Trip? Damn. Dude is just, he's so talented. But the sound of the song, it's just kind of, it's not full distortion. He hits some clean notes in some of the verses, and then towards the end it just really speeds up. The drums. I wish I knew the drummer. He fucking kills it on this song. Just, when you listen to it, and the whole album's up on YouTube, you'll see what I mean. And Devin does a neat little thing at the end of the song. He does this little pitch harmonic thing. Dun, 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 dun. Cool sound effect, right? But it's the little things like that. Remember, I always say that. They make a good song great right there. Nice little guitar trick there. And it's not complicated to play that, but it really does. It's so effective, the way he uses it. So we go from Animal to Contention. How hard can you push on me, and how can I act differently? Oh, and how indifferent can I be without making this something more than I want to put up with? That voice, you know, how some of the, when he pronounces the words, you know, he kind of drags them out. That's what he does. It's, or did. Yeah, this band. I just wanted a third album, Oscar. That's all. And then we get to song 5, Motionless. And listen to how he starts this song out. I'm bleeding misery, oh eternal discontent. How consistent, the only thing stable in my life is how hard I try. Is how I try now. Right? For me personally, I can relate to that. You know, nothing goes right, but I'm trying. It's a fucking struggle some days, for just like a lot of other people. I just love the way he writes songs. A little bit jealous, not gonna lie. Song 6, Piece by Piece. Oh, so good. What can you do when you feel like growing up is catching up on you? I feel replaced in a place I'm not a part of, in a way I can't erase. Piece by piece, watch it break off. Piece by piece, watch it break off. And I haven't really mentioned it. Dave Martinez, the bass. It's so much more front and center on this album. You know, on Treatment 5, he just kind of played with, you know, just followed Devin on the guitar. This one, you can hear him. Like, he's adding his own little bass guitar fills and spots. And the way it's recorded, you can, you know, you hear the guitar, and then you hear the bass, and you hear the drums. It's not all just mixed together and crank the shit up to 10, and I like that. You could tell as musicians they had matured, just like his lyrics. And I'm going to say it again. I'm beating a fucking dead horse, I know it. Imagine what the third album would have sounded like. Then we get to The Body. I just love this song. It's the lyrics, and I don't know. When he's singing these, I'm like, that could easily be me singing this song. And the lines that he starts out with, he sings, I can't say nothing, I can't do nothing, Watch the things I sit with come flying out. Try responsibility, not pacifism. Don't take comfort in that you are damaged. Just find a way. Find a way to release the excess. You'll find yourself better off. And, it's just such cool lyrics. And I love all the songs like The Queers, I Hate Your Fucking Guts, and the Ramones, and I Want to Sniff Some Glue. I also like songs where they make you think a little bit, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that song definitely makes me think. Song 8, Kinetic. Such a cool fucking song. And it starts out, the first verse is just Devin and his guitar. Through the strength of your arms, I realized I was off the mark. All I really wanted was a pair of interested ears. I learned that for every pause, I was almost guaranteed more time to speak. It's always the selfish who say that life is way too short. And then in the second verse, the drums and the bass kick in, and Dave Martinez plays this amazing bass line, and it really makes the song. Green Day, Longview, remember that? Where the bass guitar was almost the lead instrument in that song? You could say the same thing for Dave Martinez in this one. It's such a cool bass line. And the chorus, I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. I have kinetic energy. The dividing line will separate us all. Fucking good shit right there, my friends. But Kinetic is definitely one of the standout tracks on the album. And then we have The Mistakes You Make. Just another catchy song. It's not a filler, okay? It's not a filler. But I want to get to the next song, Out of Touch, because of the lyrics. This is one of the standout songs as far as its lyrics go. Pick up the pieces, listen until it sinks in, or at least until you go crazy again. Anything to show you understand. The more you have it fit, the more I back away. Tie those loose ends up. The ones that you seem to have cut. Why don't you fucking go? Why don't you show me how strong you are? Hey, am I out of touch? The things I do to keep your mouth shut. And then at the end, he changes up the main guitar riff. It's a simple little change. And the best way to describe that guitar riff is something like this. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, which that doesn't no justice, but that's the best I could come up. But it's his lyrics. Every moment you bitch, know that this is your shit. The pointed finger play affects me less. That I understand it doesn't have to be someone stringing someone else along. I'll minimize all I want. You know what I mean? More awesome lyrics from him, and they just fit perfect with the music. So after The Mistakes You Make, Out of Touch, you have song 11, Back to You, and I'm jumping ahead again. Back to You, decent song, but Disconnect, song 12 is such a special song. You want to call it a ballad? Whatever. Slower tempo song. Every time I hear your name, it bears an uncanny resemblance to defeat. Thought it would be nice to touch base. It's hard to face the things we've been. I don't remember your precious smile. I remember the ways you showed your worth. I know what you want from me. You're not here and I'm not well. I hope you pull. It'll bring you down to where I go. And that's what I know of life, because it was all I was shown. Then, in the second verse, and it's a great bass guitar to go along with Devin's guitar. The bass guitar and Devin's guitar, they just sound perfect together on this song. Dave doesn't follow Devin exactly note for note, and that's a good thing. And he sings, the heart attack, it comes right back, right where we left off. I point the gun too much. You're fuck. You're such a easy target. I said I couldn't carry a goddamn thing, but you gave it anyway. Yeah. Cuss for me, Devin. Cuss for me. And then towards the middle, it just kind of stops, and then the drummer does this like these little drum rolls. Acoustic guitar again. Hope it's cold in your room, and let the warmth lure you home. And he also plays like a little lead guitar in there. It's very dynamic. That's the one thing about this album that is different from Treatment 5. Very dynamic. All the songs are kind of different. And obviously I'm having some issues with the microphone. So after disconnect, we got Going on the Instincts, and then it ends up with Anchor. And listen, this fucking microphone's pissing me off, I'll tell you that. But it's a great album. It follows up Treatment 5. And I'm going to say it one more time. Man, I would have loved a third album from Osker. Idol Will Kill, number 4 album of all time. Check it out on YouTube. I'll put the link on the Facebook page. Take it easy, my friends. And if it's easy, take it twice. I'm out.